Welcome, thank you very much for joining us. I'm doing a very quick interview after day one of ThetaHealing Family Ties here in Moscow. Daniel Reiko, thank you very, very, very much for coming to Russia. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, we really enjoy the energy here in Russia, and the people in the class are very, they seem to be really getting the class into doing a lot of clearing. So it's really been a very positive experience for us. We've been here for about a week now, a little over a week, and we spent the first 6 days in St. Petersburg, and now we're in Moscow.
Okay.
It really, I've never been to Russia before, and every time you go to a new country, you sort of encounter the energy of the country, and it's always interesting to encounter a new energy and just see how you respond to it, what sorts of things it brings forth in you. ここに来て何か印象
I like Russia. I like especially Russians women because they are strong and kind and beautiful, fashionable. And when they walk too fast and cool.
Very, very quickly, for me, one of the most interesting things was working with a group session and being English speaking, not being able to speak Russian, and doing the scanning, doing the readings, and then getting the information back from the people that a lot of my scans and a lot of my readings were good. How have you found working with people that you cannot speak the language with? How have you found the interaction and the ability to do the work?
For me, this is the first time I've taught a class in a country where I really didn't understand what all the students were saying.
Okay.
Because they're doing their pair work in Russian for the most part. And so it's a little bit different from usual in that sense. Because usually you can go around, you can see how people are, working with the material, how they're doing their digging. And in this case, you really, because you can't rely on the language, you sort of have to base it more on the energy and the feeling. And so it's interesting to see how the feeling changes and how, after, today we spent most of the day doing belief work. And at the end of the day, there's so much, a brighter atmosphere in the room. And you can really see that people are doing some good clearing.
Reiko, how do you feel? I mean, for you it's even much more difficult because you have to have from Russian translated into English and then translated into Japanese and then back again. What's your perception of the whole group and the class and the atmosphere?
Can I speak in Japanese?
Yes, of course.
Can you interpret?
Sure.
日本語、英語、ロシアって通訳されていくんですけど、時間がかかる分、簡潔に言おうとします。文章を短いセンテンスで簡潔に言おうとします。
So because when I'm presenting something, I'm speaking in Japanese a lot of the time, then that's translated into English, and then that's translated into Russian. It sort of, it forces me to be more kind of economical and to really focus on the points that I really want to express without, sort of to not have any extraneous things, but to be very precise.
そしてよりみんなのエナジーを読み取ろうとします。センシティブになる。
And also, it puts me in the position of really trying to read everyone's energy while I'm presenting things, because that's really the main thing I have to go off of.
Okay, now the most exciting thing for me was to do the exercise where I sketch out everybody in the family lineage and grandparents and uncles and aunts. And when I did that on the first day and I moved off onto the second day, the realizations that came through to me on the second day were really exceptional. They were really special. What is the most special part of the course for yourself?
私にとってこのコースの一番大事な一番ここだと思っているところは何でしょうか。
Well, your family tree is very beautiful.
It's extensive.
So, アンサーね。代々伝わってきたパターンを受け継いでいるから、それが嫌だったら、私のこの瞬間、この時に終わらすことができるということです。
Really the thing is, the highlight of the class, the main focus of the class is to identify patterns that have been sort of transmitted through our family lines, generation after generation, so to identify them and then to clear them, to clear the patterns that we no longer want to carry on, that we want to release. You know, I really feel like there's every time we teach this class, we hear about tremendous changes, and we see changes in the people who take the class, and that's really gratifying. You know, we have many times people go home after the first day, and they come back the second day, and they report that the people in there at home changed. It's like, you know, who are these people that I'm living with? You know, suddenly they're having conversations and, you know, sitting around the dinner table, whereas that never happened before. And so we hear this kind of thing a lot, and it's really, you know, gratifying to, you know, see this sort of, you know, evidence of the principle that when you change yourself, the people around you change. And just seeing that is really, I think, the best thing about, you know, from our standpoint about teaching this class.
Fantastic. One last question.
Yes.
If you have a message for all of those Theta healers who will come on Family Ties at some stage, somewhere around the globe whilst you're traveling and teaching it, and those who want to become Family Ties instructors, what message would you have for them?
どんなメッセージを伝えたいのか。
本当に自分の人生を生きる準備ができている人お待ちしてます。
So we're really looking forward to welcoming, to working with people who are ready to truly live their lives, to really start living their lives.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
No?
Daniel, do you have something to add?
Well, we're really thrilled and honored to have this opportunity to, you know, travel and teach classes in various countries. And everywhere we go, we really find, you know, we learn so much, and we, you know, deepen our understanding of the world and of ourselves. And so that's, you know, it's a wonderful journey, and we're looking forward to, you know, meeting people in the UK and in other countries in the future.
Fantastic. From Russia, we say spasiba. Thank you very much.
Спасибо
And we shall
большое.
see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Пока-пока.
Пока-пока.